Sleeping over is like want, which you can do without. So our children can want a lot of stuff. I want to go out for a date. I want to, of course it's okay to go out for a date, but I want to do this, I want to do that. There's no limit to it.
Yeah,
you give them an iPhone, they want an iPad.
Ignorant. That's how they're gonna stay ignorant of the stuff. My idea is, or my approach is, don't let them become an ignorant in the world. Let them see the world.
Sleeping over is not going to make them educated.
Sleeping over is one of those things that they go out and they are talking to the people. They are talking to different, they are staying in a different environment. Sometimes you have to get out of your own cocoon and then go in a different world. You know, other birds need to fly a little bit and go see a different nest also, what other birds are doing and what other kids are doing. And I mean, I would stick to this, that we have to let them grow on their own. We have to let them fly.
Definitely, but not slip over
them. We have to help, we have to support them in their growth. Whatever they're doing, we have to support them and trust them in a way. Like, you know, you have to be like a birdie behind them, giving them a shelter, giving them a food, providing them everything, but still let them fly a little bit, little at a time. Not like immediately go fly all the way so you don't know how to come back to your own nest. No, little by little, as they're little birdies, you have to let them go a little bit towards that and a little bit towards that, way they know where they're going and they know how to come back to their own house when they're done flying. And they have to, I mean, parents, our job is to help them grow in the right direction and become a better person.
See, to me, my children are growing up, they're very young, and I just feel that I would not have them sleep over, and there are parents that they just don't prefer this. And they, you know, as it is, this is a very different world from what it was. You talk about America, you say that my children were born here. You know, to me, culture is something that doesn't include sleepover. Because in Bangladesh also we have sleepovers, okay? But maybe, you know, there are families who don't support it. And there are a lot of people who will say that I don't agree to it. And there is no way you know, to them sleeping over to me is like not needed. It's not needed, it's just a want.
Well, if you have not send your child for the sleepovers from the beginning, and you want to start when they're 14 and 15,
it's not going to be.
Then it's not going to be advisable. Yes, because they don't know. They don't know the ways. They don't know how to behave, because they're going to feel comfortable as they are feeling at their home. But if you start from the beginning, like when they're first grader or the second graders, if you start from there and then send them with the instructions and then they follow your instructions, well, yes, if they don't follow that, then there are the consequences, and you can say, well, since you did not follow this and since you did not follow that, no, I guess you will not be allowed. Then it's another
Sangeeta,
thing,
what I'm trying to say is that it's not the question of trusting them. They are just growing up because they want to, they're very curious. You know, there are children who do things.
So what if the children will go, like your children are young, and I understand your emotions where you're coming from.
9 years old, I cannot.
My kids are at the college stage. So I am at that level where I trust them enough to go out of here and go in a different state altogether.
That's a
without
different
the
age.
Parents, and be able to live there and be able to handle all the situations. Be able to drive a car, go one place to the other, go to parties, go to the school, go live in a dorm, go work and be in a different environment. So they are a little bit of older birdies now. But again, I will advise you, you have to start from the beginning. You have to trust them from the beginning. And that's the only way you can do it. You cannot start at their older age.
I will trust my children with their behavior, not when they're sleeping over. I mean, to me is like they will behave and the whole day they live with me and they will gain my trust.
But
I don't
there's
have to
so
send them
much
to.
control. That's because they are under control. They have to behave the same way.
My
without
children,
the control,
any
you know?
children, they go to birthday parties and they do go to different places. We of course allow them, but sleeping over is not going to make me trust my children. I will trust them as it is.
They
you know,
have to have control over themselves.
definitely.
They have to have control.
That is not
over
only
themselves
sleeping over.
to behave how they need to behave, you know. So they need to.
I am
take
sorry.
control. So this conversation is not going anywhere. Maybe we can come back and continue in other segment. So anyway, thank you so much for watching a chai time and being with us. And I'm sure you guys had fun. And we'll see you next time at the chai time.